Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone, welcome to Chamber 4. In the first, let me introduce you to the government team. For the first Prime Minister government is Azhara Humairah. As the Deputy Prime Minister is Putri Livia Ramadhani. And the government wife is Salis Marwah Atul Takwim. And in the other hand, for the first speaker, for the Prime Minister, for the leader of the opposition, Nadine Mesya Atila. As the second speaker, or the deputy leader of the opposition team is Soraya Ekanada Alfat. And the wife opposition is Romzi Nurpati. Okay, are you guys ready?
Yes.
So now the time will be given to our Prime Minister government. The time you have 3 minutes to define your motion or give your arguments.
Hello, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I will explain why I support AI in the teaching and learning process. By definition, AI in education is the use of artificial intelligence technology to improve the learning and teaching experience. Either personalizing materials, automating administrative tasks, or providing tests and adaptive tutoring. AI in the learning process increases personalization of education, teaching efficiency, accessibility for students with special needs, and helps teachers use data to analyze more effective learning strategies. With each, their arguments will be explained by the second and third speaker of the government.
Thank you very much for the Prime Minister from government. Now it's time to the leader of opposition to deliver your reasoning. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you. First of all, I'm going to got the first speaker of the opposition team. I'm going to explain later in my argument. And I, as the second speaker of the opposition team, strongly disagree with the opposition team. There are several reasons why. First, over-reliance on technology. Over-reliance on AI tools can lead to a decline in critical thinking and problem-solving skills among students. If they rely too much on expert and recommendation generated by AI, they might struggle to develop independent learning skills. Two, high cost and excessive regulation. The application of AI in education requires sophisticated infrastructure, specialized software, and high maintenance costs, which might not be affordable for all schools or countries. This can lead to the gap between students who have access to technology and those who do not, creating inequities in education. Third, privacy and data security issues. AI is educational platform collect and analyze a large amount of student data. This raises serious concerns about data privacy, cybersecurity risks, and the potential misuse of personal information by third parties, which will be elaborated a lot further by the second and third speaker of the opposition team. With that, I say I'm for the statements. Thank you.
Thank you for the leader of opposition. Now we jump to the deputy of the Prime Minister. The time is yours.
Okay, thank you. Starting off, I will regard the case as been said by the previous speakers. The first speakers from the opposition team said that the hard cost and accessibility issue, even though the financing should be the responsibility of the developer. Well, if it's on the school, the cost incurred are not as expensive as said by the first speaker of the opposition team. And the first speaker said that student privacy was taken. Even though now, many AI from developers. For example, AI from Facebook and Unity from Google. Next up, I will state the government argument. Firstly, personalization The system analyzes students' progress and provides customized exercise based on their strengths and weaknesses. This helps students learn at their own pace and improve in subjects like math, science, and language acquisition. Secondly, efficiency for teachers. I also have scenario, for example, is Japanese school uses AI to grade assessment, freeing teachers to focus on teaching and less wider accessibility. For example, Education platform offers free AI tutoring to students in remote areas, improving access to education.
Okay, thank you very much for the activity of Prime Minister. Now we're moving to the Deputy Leader of Opposition.
First of all, there are some debaters for refuse speaker quickly. AI in education offers many benefits, but there are also disadvantages that need to be considered. First, personalized learning with AI can indeed help students learn according to their rhythm, but AI cannot understand student feelings or motivation like human teachers. If they depend too much on this system, students can lose the ability to think critically and learn independently. Second, AI can improve teacher efficiency by grading assessment automatically, but this also has its drawbacks. AI assessment often cannot capture creativity or quality in student affair, so they can be unfair. Teacher can also lose control in evaluating student development in depth. Luckily, AI does help expand access to education, especially in remote areas, but it also requires adequate infrastructure support. If internet networks and technological devices are not available, the benefit will be limited. Apart from that, AI cannot express the role of teacher in providing motivation and emotional values to students. So, although AI can be useful tool in education, there are still limitations that must be considered, especially in the aspect of human interaction and accuracy of evaluation and access to technology. Therefore, we firmly reject AI as the ultimate solution in education. This excessive dependence on technology actually weakens student critical ability and independence. In addition, high costs and limited access will only lead education gaps, not solve them. I will respect the argument by the first speaker of the opposition team. One, over-relying on technology, for example, students in South Korea who are smart learning rely too much on AI to answer questions, so they have difficulty talking lessons without the help of technology. Two, high cost and accessibility issues, for example, school in rural India area are unable to adopt AI due to high cost and limited internet, making students behind to Indian cities. Excuse me, may I go to the toilet?
Thank you so much for the Deputy Leader of the Opposition team. Now moving to the Government Vice Speaker. Time.
With all due respect, we must disagree with the opposition argument because AI supports teachers rather than replacing them, ensuring their emotional development system. In fact, AI achieves critical teaching by providing personalized the ancient education rather than ignorance. In conclusion, the evidence strongly supports that AI is revolutionizing education by making learning more personalized, efficient, and accessible. While the opposition is concerned, the scholars should not be seen as reason to resist AI, but rather as motivation to develop it responsibly and ethically. For the reason, we firmly believe that AI is the future of education.
Thank you for the first speaker from the government. Now, the time will be given to the last speaker from the opposite side. Time.
Starting my speech in 3, 2, and the honorable judges and our fellow opponents, there are several things that are missed by the government team. First of all, I'm gonna do two things by the first speaker of the opposition team. The first of all, I'm gonna rebut some of the things that have been said by the previous speaker from the government team, and the second of all, I'm gonna compare the winning point and the losing point on the opposition team and the government team. First of all, I'm gonna rebut some of the things. The first one is that the second speaker of the government team said that there are many AI from trusted developer, but it is actually not a answer to our problem here because there are still big possibilities for them to malfunction. It doesn't close the chance to do some errors. For example, like Meta AI that spread a lot of people privacy and their number, and a lot of the things that which are the main problem here. From the opposition team, we truly concern the privacy of the AI itself. And also the third speaker of the government team said that it can gain education on remote area. This is one of their weakest points, is that they don't give any mechanism on how they do the AI and in teaching and learning process, which definitely confuses us as the opposition team. We do not know how them do their works as the government team. The next one, I'm going to compare the winning point on the opposition team and the government team. The losing point from the government team. The government team actually failed on many aspects. For example, the government team, they failed on rebutting the over-reliance of AI. They don't respond to our rebuttal on over-reliance, which made us confused. Is that the real solution? And also, of course, they lack of mechanism. And second of all, from the winning point from the opposition team, we truly have the best setup here. From the first speaker of the opposition team, we truly said the definition and also the main arguments that are crucial in this motion. For example, like we go through for many POV, especially on students and their intelligence. And also, we truly look from the teacher. If the teacher are the one that's gonna affect a lot, we truly say that from the opposition team. With that being said, I'm proud to oppose. Thank you.
Thank you very much. First, give applause for the girl bot team. Thank you for both team, ladies and gentlemen. This will be the end of our discussing. So, see you the next time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.